You are listening to the Cue Your Business Success podcast, episode 25. Do you ever feel like you're always behind the 8 ball in your business and your to-do list is never ending? Here are 5 key questions in this episode that help me move from being a slave to my list to being the master of my time, my self-worth, and my business's bottom line. Let's get started.
Are you ready to cue your business success? Entrepreneurs and business owners, tune in to this podcast for top marketing, sales, and leadership strategies to grow and scale your business. Hosted by Michaela Quilici, award-winning international business growth coach and marketing consultant. Since 2010, Michaela has helped hundreds of business owners navigate their business growth on purpose. She has been featured in Canadian Living Magazine, USA Weekly, and Business Innovators. Michaela is also a contributing author in the best-selling book Conscious Business and a member of the Forbes Coaches Council. If you want to learn some tactics you can put to work in your business today to get noticed, get clients, and get profitable, listen to this episode. And if you want to move even faster, connect with Michaela directly at michaelaquilici.com. Here's Michaela.
My earliest memory of making a to-do list began when I was about 6 years old. As I sit at my desk in my bedroom with my pencil in hand, I begin to write a list of everything that I need to do on a piece of lined loose leaf paper. The list goes something like this: 7:30 a.m. wake up, 7:35 a.m. make my bed, 7:45 a.m. wash my face. You get the picture. And that's how it all started, my obsession with making lists. Perhaps I thought that making a list would help me remember all of the things that I had to do, but looking at it through the lens of human psychology, perhaps it was a way for me to create some semblance of order in my chaotic 6-year-old brain. I continued my list-making tradition well into high school and university, and although my checklist served me well in keeping me focused, helping me stay on track, and making progress toward my goals, my list was also a hindrance. My list-building habit was perpetuating a work ethic that was rooted in doing. As long as I was doing stuff, I was being productive, and productive was good, right? The habit of list making was engendering an I've got to be busy frame of mind. And as long as I was checking stuff off the list and accomplishing seemingly important things on a daily basis, then I was being productive. And if I was being productive, I was successful. To me, checking things off the list indicated I was making progress and I was achieving something. I was being a good little girl, which meant I was worthy of praise and reward for my doingness. In a world where I was not being truly seen for who I was, this new discovery meant that I could be seen for what I did instead. Awesome. While this may seem like a great life hack for success, it actually turned out to be a setup for failure, which, paradoxically speaking, was the exact thing I was trying to avoid, because failure meant I was being a bad little girl, and bad little girls aren't worthy of love. According to Janetti Marotta, PhD, and author of the book 50 Mindful Steps to Self-Esteem, your search for external validation to prove your worth to yourself has been guided by judgment, accompanied by mistaken assumptions and fueled by striving, an incessant drive to push forward, compete, and aim for results that focus on the future. The problem with living a life driven by my list was that my personal perception of my self-worth was being measured by whether or not I checked everything off as done. So in an attempt to set myself up for success, I was in fact setting myself up for failure. The road to more only leads to greater feelings of inadequacy and worthlessness because there's never enough, let's face it. My to-do list kept getting longer and I was perpetually running out of time to finish everything on it. And the crazy thing is that I was the one who was making the list, not anyone else but me. It was an act of self-sabotage and a total setup. I remember one instance in my early 20s while working at an administrative job. My manager noticed my tendency of anxiously working through the piles of paperwork in my physical inbox, a tray that sat on my desk, and my constant need to stay overtime to finish what was on my list of things to do. She told me something that reverberates in the back of my mind to this day, decades later. She said, "Michaela, your inbox will always be full." So if the inbox is always full, then there's actually no reason to rush and stress myself out over the guilt, shame, and self-judgment I placed on myself for not finishing my work and being a bad girl. That was a paradigm shift for me. I see many business owners struggle with getting through their to-do list and running out of time to get everything done that they've put on their own plate. One of my business mentors is the great leadership expert, John Maxwell, and he reminds me, people tend to over-exaggerate yesterday, overestimate tomorrow, and underestimate today. So here are 5 key questions that help me move from being a slave to my list to being the master of my time, my self-worth, and my business's bottom line. Number 1, is it urgent or important? Not everything has to be done today or tomorrow or ever. Number 2, get it done or get it perfect. Imperfectly done is better than perfectly not done. Number 3, do it, delegate it, or dump it. Pick one. Number 4, what needs to go? If you choose to take something on, you have to let something go to make room for the new thing. And number 5, does it support or sabotage getting to the goal? Be strategic, not distracted. Everything you do is either supporting or sabotaging your efforts. Imagine you reach the end of your day and feel good, refreshed, and joyful. Everything you've done that day was intentional and moved you forward in growing the visibility, credibility, profitability, or even sustainability or scalability of your business. What is one thing you would do differently today or tomorrow that you're not doing now? I've developed a free resource guide to help you create consistent cash flow, predictable results, and double or even triple your revenue with much less effort. It's called Fast Path to Cash. And in this guide, the actionable strategies will help you navigate the most common sales and marketing mistakes so that you can earn more money by working smarter, not harder. You'll get the 10 costly mistakes you may be making and the steps to correct them, one simple mindset shift that will automatically add more money to your bank account, the easiest ways to attract and retain more qualified buyers and close more sales, key revenue boosting best practices to accelerate your success and earn more money, how to position your value and eliminate tire kickers, and the key numbers that you should be tracking in your business. So grab this free resource guide by visiting michaelaquilici.com and click on the resources tab.